You making fun of here. What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
Being smart with me.
Welcome to another edition of
SPN Gurlz. I'm Torie.
I'm Gina.
And that's Rain. And Hail.
It keeps alternating. It's weird.
If you hear a loud, like, bang, bang, bang noise sometime during this, that's hail.
Yep.
We were going to do this video outside today until about 2 minutes ago.
It's been all nice and pretty and gorgeous, and it was lovely, and...
She called us, she's like, see how pretty it is outside today? We should go to the pond and shoot the video up there, and I'm like, not so sure about the pond, but we'll do it outside, and then she gets here, and
yeah.
But now it's stopping raining altogether.
Because we started the video, and God has a sense of humor.
Apparently. Speaking of humor, let's get to business.
Let's get to Sam
Interrupted.
Oh yeah.
Genius, brought to us by the same people that did Yellow Fever. It is a work of supernatural art. It is, yeah, it's great.
We're happy.
Sam and Dean have to go into a asylum.
Which we thought about getting ourselves committed for this episode, and then we realized nobody would break us out.
Well, and this asylum isn't like a old haunted one. It's one with real people in it. And yeah, so...
That was nice.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, and they get called in by one of their dad's old hunter friends. And so the boys have...
Eating something.
So it starts off with the boys. Well, it doesn't start with the boys. It starts off with another. Anyways, Dean supposedly brings Sam in to get committed, and he's like, he says he drinks demon blood, and that he has started the apocalypse, but that isn't right. I started the apocalypse,
and the guy's just in here like, okay, Sam, you're going to be staying here for a little while. And then Dean opens his mouth and he's like, the butch is silly. I mean, it's not all his fault. There was that demon,
Ruby, and all this other great stuff that just makes us love Dean. We were kind of fell off couches and stuff dying of laughter.
Especially when, the doctor wants to keep you both for, observations. Both of us? Don't you mean just him?
No, sunshine, both of y'all. Which brings us to the creepy nurse. We knew something wasn't right with her.
Nobody could be way too happy.
Nobody could be that happy with that job. Well, then again, I would be happy too if I got to give Sam a health check.
Of course you would.
You'd be happy if you gave Dean one.
No denying.
So, anyways, creepy nurse. The boys find out the thing that's killing people and making it look like suicides is a wraith, and
it's sucking everybody's brain juice out.
Which leads to an excellent lobotomy scene done by Sam. Which leads to a certain pudding!
Which was great.
One of the best moments of Supernatural ever.
That is Dean's equivalent to Sam's I lost my shoe.
Yes, without a doubt. It is like the best line ever. After Sam's I lost my shoe. But,
unless you're a Dean fan.
So the boys start going crazy, which later you find out that crazy is the clue, but,
Crazy is the clue. Oh. And poor Sammy. Did they give you something? They gave me
gave him everything. We seriously were wondering why Sam didn't freak out over the clown drawings at some point.
Or why, when he started going crazy, he didn't start seeing clowns, because that kind of would have been
Speaking
funny.
Of things involving the crazy guys, the guy's crazy. Yeah, I love Dean's mind nurse's description of him as a narcissistic guy with a hero complex and all this other stuff. And it was great.
It was great.
Speaking of great, Wendy.
Wendy was great. Dude, you cannot hit that.
He's bigger. I like Wendy. She knows what she's talking about.
Mhm.
Now she just needs to learn to keep her lips to herself.
You're never pleased.
Nope.
I love how the boys escaped from the asylum. That was like the best thing ever. They just took off running out the door to the car. Oh, baby, I missed you. Let's get out of here.
Which leads us to next week's episode.
Yes, swap meets.
And that's with the meat, M-E-A-T.
Yep. Swap meet.
Sam switches bodies, or gets his body swapped with a nerdy teenager's body. And yes.
And you should totally watch the clips.
Yes, we have some clips to watch.
3 of them.
The guy points a gun at Dean at one point. Somebody calls Sam a Sasquatch.
I would love to have this.
It's gonna be good.
You.
Not as good as it would have been if Eric Kripke had listened to the fans. It totally swaps, Jerry and Chase's characters, Sam and Dean, completely in different bodies. But
at the same time, we understand.
We take what we get, I guess.
Yeah.
We did get a lot of episodes for the fans this year. We did get a whole convention episode, so I guess we'll sit down, shut up, and take what we get.
So you should watch
our clips. Tell us what you thought about this week's episode.
Leave us a little comment.
What were your favorite moments?
Pudding.
Pudding was my favorite moment. Actually, no. Was my favorite moment, but
crazy is the clue. Crazy is the clue. So that's all for now.
Yes.
Watch clips, be happy, enjoy Supernatural now that the hiatus is over with. All hell Kripke for that. Doot doot.
I have hair in my mouth.
And